in this video, guys, we bought one of these, you know, WR cleaning kits. They've been constantly coming up in my Facebook, constantly coming up on my Instagram. We're gonna put this sucker to the test because this kit is $150. That's a lot of money for some soap, okay? And we're gonna put it up against $1 worth of Dawn dish soap. So this thing better do 150 times the job of a bottle of Dawn dish soap. Let's check it out and see if it works. So yesterday we went out riding and our 2001 CR250, it is caked in mud. It's everywhere. The track was a little moist, but it was a good day. This is kind of a sandy loam clay mix, so it's on there pretty good. And so is this little 80. It is just coated, so you know, you can see it's gonna be a hard bike to clean. And then the KX in the back, I rode for a few laps, and it's dirty. It's got a lot of gunk under the fenders, about the same condition. I could have rode it a little more maybe, but we're gonna try and do that one maybe in the Dawn dish soap. We'll see what happens here. You know, we've also got the Banshee out and about, and on the Banshee, it has got a really good example of a lot of spooge. So we'll see how this $150 cleaning kit works on the spooge, because the motor is caked here. You know, you can't read the label. I can wipe my finger, it's just black coming off. You know, hopefully this stuff works, because for $150 for soap, it's kind of ridiculous. Guys, look, this bike's got an inch of dirt. I don't expect the Dawn dish soap to get through that, and I don't expect the super soap to get through it either. So we're gonna hose it all off with the pressure washer and get rid of all the thick, heavy grime on all the bikes. And then we're gonna use the super soap and the Dawn dish soap and give them both a fighting chance and see what one turns out better. We got all the bikes hosed down, all the major mud is off. We're gonna do our quad, the Banshee, and the KX with the Dawn dish soap in this sprayer. Then we're gonna do the CR250 and the little 80 with the super expensive super soap, and we'll see if there's any kind of difference. See, the nice thing about the $1 worth of Dawn dish soap is it's only $1. So you can spray the bike 100 times if you want. I'm getting it all everywhere though, trying not to give one an advantage over the other. Be honest guys, I don't even think I can use a whole $1's worth of soap. So they're pretty coated pretty good. Because it's so ridiculous hot out, and I don't want the soap just drying up on these poor bikes, we're gonna go ahead and rinse off the Kawasaki, then come back and rinse off the Banshee, so that both types of soap will have a really fair chance. I don't want to give one an advantage over the other. We're gonna go try the super wash now. What I don't like, what kind of scares me, is like, this stuff's expensive. And it says it makes 5 gallons. Oh, I see. It gives you a mixing ratio, all sorts of stuff. Right? 25 to 1, 15 to 1. Recommended setting is 20 to 1. 20 to 1. So that's why this probably makes 5 gallons. Which is pretty rough. Let's try out the super stuff. Oh, I don't like that. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing here yet. Let's adjust the nozzle. Now this nozzle comes with the kit, and that's probably most of the cost. Well, I don't like that. What is going on here? Do I need like a really crazy pressure washer? All right, well, let's scoop her on there. Smells really good. It definitely Makes a lot of foam. It's cleaning the laneway really good. I don't want to spend $150 to clean my laneway. All right, well, I hear it like fizzling. Maybe that's a good sign. All right, same deal. It's really hot and we don't want one to have an advantage over the other. We've let it sit. Now that there's a little bit more breeze right now spraying this stuff, but we've let it sit. It's kind of dripping stuff off. I can see stuff's kind of running like dirt that shouldn't be there because I already kind of rinsed the bikes off. So it does look pretty impressive. We're gonna spray her off and see what it looks like. All right, so here's the Banshee. Now, the thing to remember here, guys, is we have really hard water where I live. The water's horrible. So you're gonna get these hard water dry marks all over the place. But this is just Dawn dish soap. A lot of the spooge that was here is gone. Up on the head, it's still there. I can scrub it clean. But I haven't went over this. Normally, traditionally, I would soak this down with Simple Green. But we're just trying to do a comparison here. But yeah, you can see there's still a little bit of residue, but it's not like it was. It's not bad. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit more. The Kawasaki's concerned, it was just Dawn dish soap as well. Now, obviously hard water marks on the aluminum because that's the water I have where I live on the exhaust. But I don't see any like dirt residue, and that's just Dawn dish soap. And you know, the rims they got some film on them. I probably could scrub them, like I can scrub up stuff. So is it 100% clean? No, it's a pretty clean bike, but it's not 100%. Plastics look really clean. Now, I'm a pretty big user of SC1, so SC1 would clean all that up. There's still some film on that tire, quite a bit. So like the Dawn dish soap didn't even cut that dirt here at all. Like, it needs another wash once over. I would wash it a little bit more before I put it in my garage. Now we're looking at the 80 here. Now I've never really kind of like scrubbed the plastic on this 80. It's kind of always been just the way it was. The motor came up pretty good. This bike was filthy. So the plastic looks really good. This is with the Super Soap. So yeah. It's pretty clean. It's definitely cleaner than the Kawasaki. And I don't think the Kawasaki was honestly as dirty as this poor little 80. But a little bit of residue. Like if you look at the plastic here on the front, on the sticker. Now this bike has never probably had SC1. I can't remember if I've ever put any on it because really it's just a little go ahead and ride at 80 under there. Looks really clean underneath the fenders, which is good. You know, everything, it cleaned it up pretty good. Now, in here on the fender, that spooge has probably been there for 100 years. So I wasn't expecting the Super Soap or anything to cut through that. I think it's baked right into the plastic before I ever owned the bike. Now my CR250, I take care of this bike pretty good. It gets SC1 every time I clean it. Normally, I would be shammying it right now because I would only wash one bike to get rid of the hard water stains. But we're trying to do a really honest comparison. It was really, really dirty. The Super Soap looks like it did a pretty good job. Got most of the grime. I don't know what to say really. If the Super Soap's worth the $150, like I would have liked to have seen all of this just spotless, but you can see like there's residue. You know, normally I would scrub it off with a scrubber. Well, honestly, I think that both do about the same quality of job. But just to make sure, because there is some grime left on the Banshee from oil, and I want to see how this WP, you know, off-road Super Soap cuts through it, we're going to go ahead and wash the Banshee again with the Super Soap and see if it cuts through it and takes it right off, and that'll be a really good indication if it works that much better. Now, if anything, like if this stuff works, it should work. Like that's probably $10 worth of soap, the super soap on there, trying to get rid of a little bit of spooge. And normally 10 cents worth of Simple Green would do the same thing. So we're letting the super soap, that's what I'm calling it anyway, the WP Off-Road Total Soap Kit, really set in. And you know, like I like that it looks like this. It's kind of like cutting through it, but is it? I don't know. Or is it just puddling up? All right, so after the WP Super Soap on the Banshee, so it's had a little bit of everything, but that film is gone. So it's also been washed twice. So do I think the stuff is good? I think it works pretty good. But do I think it's worth $150 versus Dawn dish soap? No, I don't. Because I think Simple Green and Dawn dish soap will do just as good a job. Personally, from my experience. Now, you know, maybe this stuff, like it seems to have gotten rid of some of the hard water stains a little better. So it kind of like makes water wetter kind of stuff. The Kawasaki for the second wash with the super soap. Still hard water stains on the pipe. Still the same film on the rims. No, I don't think it's like the end all be all, that's for sure. Because I used one whole bottle. The kit comes with 2 bottles, and I used $75 worth of soap today to clean these 4 dirt bikes, where I cleaned the 2 of them for about 50 cents worth of Dawn dish soap. Anyway, we're gonna try it on the boots just to make sure, because the boots have not had a rinse. So we're gonna wash up the boots from yesterday, get them all soaped up with the super soap, and see if that helps. Well, I don't got much super soap left in this little jug. It really does seem to cut through the grime. Like, it eats the dirt off, but doesn't eat the film, just like they were coated in dirt. There's still a lot on there. The dirt is super soft from getting hit with this fuzzy goop. So, the real question, in my opinion, do I think the WR cleaner works better than Dawn dish soap? When I have to pause and think about it, right? Did it work better? If I'm thinking about it for the cost difference, the answer is no, okay? $150 it cost me to get this shipped to my house, ready to go, okay? I go down to the grocery store and I buy Dawn dish soap for $1. So I use 50 cents worth of Dawn dish soap to wash these bikes. I use $75 worth of this kit to wash the bikes. Do I recommend buying this kit? If money's not the object and you know, you want to say you got it, go ahead. But I won't buy another one. That's for sure. That's long gone. Nope. Dawn dish soap, Simple Green. I'm 25 bucks in for the season, and I can wash bikes every weekend. You know. Anyway, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I was using the kit wrong. Maybe you guys have had better luck. Maybe there's another super cleaner out there that you guys know of that I don't. Put that down in the comments. But anyway, that's going to be Dawn dish soap for me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.